have your quizzes here, so we're going to go over as many as we can. I got a group of kids getting ready to come in about 10 minutes. So it says, consider the linear function that's represented by the equation and the linear function represented by the table. Which statement is correct regarding their slopes and their intercepts? So the first thing that sticks out to me is I don't actually know the y-intercept here, because the y-intercept happens when x is 0. So if I were to work backwards, notice this table goes back by 2's, 2, 2, 2, and this goes back by 10. So if I continued that pattern, 0, if I subtract 10 from here, I would get 6. The y-intercept of this function is 5, or the ordered pair 0, 5. Steeper slope and greater y-intercept. I'm looking at the correct answer here. So now I have to figure out what the slope is. The slope of this equation is 4. But I have to figure out what the slope is of this table because I don't have it. It didn't give it to me. So I'm going to do 26 minus 16, y2 minus y1 over 4 minus 2. That's 10 over 2. Remember, you can look at the change in the table. We're adding 2 every time. And here we're adding 10 every time. So the slope is the change in the y over the change in the x. 10 over 2 is 5. So the table has a greater or steeper slope, right? 5 is bigger than 4, which means that slope would be steeper. And the y-intercept of the table was 6, and the y-intercept of the line was 5. So a steeper slope and a greater y-intercept. Which linear function has the same y-intercept as the one that is represented in the graph? Are you kidding me? Can't even see it. Okay. Wow, so you're going to have to make... Oh, that's why. Okay, never mind. I don't even have to know what it is. Trying to figure out, this doesn't even show the y-intercept. If I continued this line in that direction, and my y-intercept went up here, I'm way up above 5. I'm something way up here really high. That means that the ordered pair 0, comma, that really big number that's way greater than 5 is got to be in the table. So when we go down and look at the tables, whoops. When we go down and look at the tables, you need to have, so squeeze it in here between -1 and 1, 0, comma, something a lot bigger than 5. It's not between 2 and 8. Same thing here. Those are negative numbers, so it's definitely not falling in between there. 0 would fall in here somewhere between -11 and 1. That we said it had to be bigger than 5, so that's not going to work. On this one, though, between -4 and 4, we go from -14 to 34. So if you're like halfway in between there, or somewhere in between there, depending on how much this goes up every time, looks like it goes up 12, then there would be that really big number there. So you're just looking for the ordered pair 0, comma, the y-intercept, whatever number that is. What are the slope and the y-intercept? Okay, the slope is where the graph crosses the y-axis. It crosses the y-axis at -2. Okay, you did not pick that. It's a y-intercept. You chose the x-axis. We don't ever look at the x-axis when we're graphing lines. We always start at the y-axis. So you need to understand the difference between the x and y-axis. The slope here goes up 1 and over, no, it goes up more than that. It goes up 2. Undo. Goes up 2 over 3. So that's up 2 and over 3. Slope is the rise over the run. So it's 2/3 and not 3/2. There's the correct answer. Question 9, the slope of the graph is this. 2, what's the y-intercept? You put 1. There's not even a 1 in the equation. In slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. This is your y-intercept. This is your slope, the number that's in front of x, always. So here in the back we have a -2, which makes our y-intercept -2. You know, I really was trying to encourage you to take notes These are the kinds of things I would expect to see in your notebook, you know, the general form of slope-intercept form of an equation, labeling of the parts, examples, so that you go back and look at this stuff while you're taking a quiz. Use your math notebook as a tool, and take better notes if you're not taking good notes. Okay, the second attempt. We have a linear function with the slope of that and a y-intercept of that. How does the function compare to the linear function represented below? So this is one where we have to manipulate this equation to make it look like slope-intercept form. Okay, here's what the first one is. -7/9 x plus 3, right? There's my slope, there's my y-intercept. I just plug in the points. This one I have to manipulate. So I have to rearrange it. I got to distribute first. So I get -7/9 x. Okay, there's the same slope. Plus, let's see, I put 18/1. I'm going to do some multiplication of fractions. 18 times 7 is 126. 9 times 1 is 9. So 126 divided by 9 is 14. Now I have to get the y by itself by subtracting 11 to the other side. So y equals 7/9 x plus 3. It has the same slope and the same y-intercept. So you can't look back here. This is point slope form. You can't look in the back yet because you have to rearrange the equation. They have to look the same. They both have to be solved for y. So when you distribute and then subtract the 11 over, that's what gets you the plus 3 for the same y-intercept. Okay, that one we already did. What are the slope and the y-intercept of the linear function represented by the graph? Okay, so here's another one where I don't know the y-intercept because it's way up there, but I'm going to start looking at some points. I'm looking where the graph crosses those corners, so I go up 4 and over 1 and up 4 and over 1. The slope is not 3, it's 4. 4 over 1, rise over run. The y-intercept is 12, so I guess we do kind of have to keep going here. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if I go up another 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. I don't hit the graph until I get up to 12. So the slope is 4 and the y-intercept is 12. Okay, that one we already did. Which linear function has the greatest y-intercept? Okay, the y-intercept, I don't know if I can get all of these on here at once, so I might have to do some scrolling. The y-intercept of the equation is 1. The y-intercept of this graph is 2, so that's already greater. The y-intercept of this one is -3, and the y-intercept of this one is 4. The y-intercept is the number in the back of the equation, so 4 is greater than -3, 2, and 1. So the correct answer was that last one. Okay, I'm not sure I'm going to get through all these before the bell rings. Hopefully some of these are the same. Which linear function has the same slope as the one represented by the table? Okay, this is ugly, but we still have to do it. Okay, we still have to do the slope formula. Hopefully you have this written down somewhere in your math notebook. y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, that's the formula for calculating. So I'm going to take 7 over 50 minus 1 over 5 all over -1/5 minus -1/2. Boy, is this ugly. Ooh, never mind. I'm going to do a different 2 ordered pairs because I just noticed something. I'm going to do the second 2 because of the common denominators. So now I'm going to do 3 over 50 minus 7 over 50. I don't have to get a common denominator. 1 over 5 minus -1 over 5. So that's -4/50ths, right? 3 minus 7. This is same change, or adding the opposite. 1/5 and 1/5 is 2/5. Now I'm dividing fractions, so I have to multiply by the reciprocal. And this part of the problem, this is all like prior knowledge. I would expect you to know how to divide fractions, but I can do some cross canceling. 2 goes into 1, or 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4 twice, 5 goes into 5 once, 5 goes into 50 10 times. Now I have 2 times 1, 10 times 1, negative times a positive, and now I reduce to negative 1/5. Wow. That's ugly. That's truly showing that you know how to use the formula, because it's fractions and it's really ugly. But there it is. That's how you calculate it. Question 3, we already did that one. That one showed up all 3 times. Question 4, what are the slope and the y-intercept? We did that one. Question 5, we did no, we didn't. Did we do this one? I don't know. Consider the linear function that's represented by 2x plus 2 and the one at the table or on the graph. Okay, so I know it's y equals something x plus 1, right? There's my y-intercept is 1. So now I go up, I don't know, I ran out of room there. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1. Down 5, no, over 2. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over 1, 2. Down 5 over 2. Oh, it's positive, sorry. I said down, but you can go either way to calculate slope. Okay, 5 over 2, that's the same as 2.5. The graph has a steeper slope here. The graph has a steeper slope, and the function represented by the equation has a bigger y-intercept. Yeah, so you are comparing 2 and 5 halves, so steeper slope on the graph, and then you're comparing 2 and 1, bigger y-intercept on the equation. Which function has the steepest slope? Okay, I'm going to have to pause here because I'm going to have to, my class is going to come in. I'm going to try to get through this one real quick. So slope on a graph is the easier of the two, right? So up 3 over 1, but it's in the negative direction, so negative 3. Here, I'm going up 3 and up 3, so 3 over 3 is 1. Steepness, they don't take into account positive or negative, so I'm going to guess negative 3, but I must find something bigger. I must find something bigger first. So let me just check this out. This one, 2, that's up 2 over 1, so this must be the biggest one. You're going down 8, and here you're going up 2, so negative 8 over 2, negative 4. Okay, so the reason why this one is the answer, not because negative numbers are smaller than positive numbers. We talk about steepness. The fact that the slope might be positive or negative doesn't actually matter. We just want to know which one's steeper, so you're looking for the biggest digit. This had a slope of 4. Okay, that's as far as I can get. I think I only left a couple of questions out. That's another really ugly one. And that one we already did. Okay, so I will add another retake on the quiz. Please make sure you're taking your time, you're using your notes, and go back and watch those instruction videos. Make sure you're really listening. I got a lot of stuff with slope, so if you need some other help, please reach back out.